Estate Roundup. Real Estate Roundup with Realtor Nagaraj Annaya every Sunday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. PST on Bolly 92.3 FM.
Namaskar, Bay Area. Welcome to Real Estate Roundup, your window into the peaks and valleys of the state of Bay Area's real estate. I'm Vijay Lakshmi, and opening this window to reveal and equip you with all you need to know before you plan on stepping in is none other than Nagraj Anaya, your trusted Bay Area realtor and the founder of nagrajhomes.com. So, if you are contemplating on participating in real estate, whether as a buyer, a seller, an investor, but hesitating somehow, or you'd like a better understanding of the market, you know whom to call. That's Nagraj, and he's here with me in the studio. Studio lines are open now on Bolly 92.3 FM, and you can call in at any time with what's on your mind real estate wise. The number to call in 408-912-5038. That number 408-912-5038. So let's get talking to Nagraj and take stock of the real estate market today. Keep those questions and clarifications, observations coming in. With that, happy Sunday, Nagraj, and happy Father's Day.
Hello, Varia. Happy Sunday and happy Father's Day to all the amazing fathers out there. Your sacrifices makes the family so much difference out there, you know. Uh,
Very well put.
so if you have any questions on the Bay Area real estate, you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. And this number is only for this show. And if you want to reach out to me after the show, you can go to nagrajhomes.com and click on a WhatsApp icon and easy to connect. So we are going to talk the interesting topic, what is bothering our Bay Area market.
Yes.
Well, if you have anything to pitch in also, you can give us a call. Our
Right.
studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. Go ahead, Vijay Lakshmi.
And we are so concerned, I mean, very shocking and unnerving to for the community to learn about the string of robberies that are affecting Indian jewelry stores within the span of a month, right?
Yeah.
So it's never happened before on this scale, and daylight robbery going on, and a lot of people, I mean, all of us, very concerned about that.
Yeah, 3 smash and grab in less than a 1 month, right? 2 in Sunnyvale. One is a PNG, and other one is Nitin, and other one is the Fremont.
Gandhi jewelers, yeah.
Indian jewelers. 3 smash and grab Indian jewelries were not targeted. Like the Sunnyvale one was horrifying to see that 20 people at one time doing a smash and grab. Right.
Mm-hmm.
As in a business owners, it's too much concerning out there what they do because already it's so expensive for them to run the businesses.
Yeah.
On top of it, this kind of a smash and grab, that is also it is not the kind of in a neighborhood what you expect on to happen in
Yeah,
that.
the good neighborhoods and such kind of brazen crimes, and that too, like I said, in broad daylight, everybody's around, everybody's going about their day, and without, batting an eyelid, people
I
are
think
just coming in.
basically it's a well planned crime. What
Yeah.
you look around it is like as home as basically as a business owners what they could have done. Like basically they could have replaced their regular glass display cases with the shatter resistance material. I don't know how much it would have helped. And
Mm-hmm.
one more thing is like maybe a security shutters or a gates. I think they already had a couple of gates, but that was like more of a glass kind of stuffs. Okay.
So it could be broken into right away.
Broken
Mm-hmm.
into, and but only thing is we need to check with the cities if this all this glass can be added as a metal doors or something for them so that you can other places they can't enter in. But you have seen some places even the metal stuffs whatever you are installed also they're trying to go through the car, basically they're
Yeah.
trying to break through the cars. So maybe I think better would have been the access control, like they already had a access control also. And one more thing is like maybe a security fog systems kind
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
that might have, but all this
Yeah,
goes up, the business expenses goes up, right? What
that's right.
business owners can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So all this will add up to the finally to the if you look at the Bay Area market, it's finally the end customers is what is being it because of the all the prices going up. And
Correct.
one more thing is maybe a security fog system as we discussed, and already there are alarms and surveillance, that's what we were able to look at there. uh, I think it's very tough being in a business owners right now, but
Yeah.
especially it's horrifying incidents happening in around in the Bay Area, targeting the Indian jewelers.
Right, right. Yeah, it's
So
never been this
I
kind
think
of
business,
a.
as in a business owners who's running as in a gold jewelers, they should be very careful
Mhm.
on what's happening in around, and
Yeah.
it's kind of concerning for
So,
them.
folks, if you have thoughts about this, if you'd like to weigh in on this, give us a call. 408-912-5038 is the number in the studios. And we're talking about of course, what real estate, Bay Area real estate, but what we've been witnessing in the past month or so with all of the robberies happening with the Indian jewelry stores as well.
I think one
And
good thing is like maybe they could have better, maybe they might have done that. We don't know how they have done that. Maybe inventory management, right? Keep a
hmm,
high valuable items in a secure vault and limit the amount of merchandise
I
displayed.
think they do that, but that is at the end of the day. This is like during business hours, right? In the
Yeah.
middle of the day. So,
And I think that might have helped them out, but it's as you said, it's happening in the midday, right? Like it's a
yeah.
concerning. It's I think as the all I think it's
Yeah.
all the California. It's all related to our California law right now.
Yeah.
I think
Which, I mean, in this case, I think the neighborhoods have been are very good around which, this is happening. So that also is like a worrying question. But the question comes up is, if you were to choose, would you choose like a not so good looking house in a low crime area, or would you choose a beautiful home but in a suspect neighborhood, bad neighborhood? What would be
I
the
think that's a
choice?
very well put together question, right? Like ugly home in a
Yeah.
safe neighborhood. I think people always talk about the schools wise. I think I would put it in as a safe neighborhood. Okay. Ugly home in a safe neighborhood or a beautiful home in a
Yeah.
high crime rate, right? Like I would
Correct.
always go for the first one. Okay. A
Oh,
ugly home because in a safe neighborhood, because always the home can be upgraded if the
yes.
neighborhood is good.
Yeah.
But if the other way around, you can't do it. Okay. It
Yes.
takes in years together. It all depends on your luck and everything. But always go for the ugly home in the safe neighborhood. Reason is like whatever the home in the situation, bad situation or ugly situation, right? You can always increase it or make it better looking, but
Yeah.
only the price might cost it you better. But again, the second thing is that you doing a resale also, it will fetch you more money, correct? But it might not be the same thing. So and one more thing is like very important to touch upon is as a homeowners what they can do, because as a businesses it's very tough to do it because there are so many things on the price perspective and everything for them to do, right? Like as a homeowners, what they can do to
Mm-hmm.
increase the safety around their home, right? Like recently,
Yeah.
one of my client had listed a house and not listed, like basically they were planning to sell the house. For what they did is like basically they gave a shout out saying that, hey, take the like we have put some stuffs outside, take it because we are moving out.
Hmm.
Before they put that thing, they had been to 1 week for a vacation and nothing happened in the house. As soon as they put a notice saying that I'm going out for, like basically we're moving out and we are doing a resale of the properties, resale of the stuff since a personal item,
Hmm.
right? There was a there was broken in the house, like basically
Oh.
we came in, robbery happened, like they basically came in and they were able to open up the door and they were got an entrance and the robbery happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're going out, don't display that we are going out.
Mm-hmm. Whether you're going for a few hours or whether
Few
you're
hours,
selling the
yeah,
house and moving.
yeah, be
Yeah.
careful on that. And as a homeowners, like make sure you reinforce the entry points, ensure all the doors and the windows have steady locks, and consider installing a deadbolts. Okay. The
Mm-hmm.
second thing is what of a lot of people after buying the home, right? They forget to get an install the alarm system. That's very important. Monitored alarm systems can deter intruders and alert authorities in case of a break-ins.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Mm-hmm.
third thing is the security cameras. Install a security cameras both inside and outside your home. So that like basically like it comes with the motion sensors, like even a small movement in the motion sensors, right? Like motions, you basically get triggered. So that's why make sure you install a security cameras with motion sensors. And
Yeah.
secure are valuables. Lot of we have seen heard lot of things happening, especially in the Indian stuffs, right? Valuables. I've heard like one recent news, like they got married in India. Recently, they moved to US, but they kept all the valuables, the gold items in the house. So that is
Mm.
why like use a safe for a valuable jewelry,
Yeah.
documents and that cash. Like
Don't keep anything at home.
don't keep anything at the home. And one more important very thing is neighborhood watch. Participate in or initiate a neighborhood watch program to foster a sense of a community.
Mm-hmm.
That is very very important. Like
Yeah.
go get into this neighborhood watch, understand what's happening in around. And especially this is a time where like Indian parents are coming to US, right? Like be careful when they're going for a walk, and
Mm.
don't allow them like wearing the valuables outside. They're
Mm.
going for that. That also we have noticed a lot.
Yes, a lot of chain
Yeah,
snatchings and things
chain
are.
snatching happening in around. So when your parents come in, them educate them not to allow them to go outside with
Yeah.
the high valuables around. And one more
Yeah.
important thing you can do is report suspicious activity. If
Mm-hmm.
you see anything unusual or suspicious in your neighborhood, contact the police immediately. And one more important is get to know your neighbors. Building a strong relationship with your neighbors, right, can create a network of support and vigilance.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think we discussed already social media. Avoid
Yeah.
posting about vacations
Mm.
or extended absence from the home on the social media.
Yes.
That is also one of the concerning
Yeah.
things.
People tend to put everything out there, and they
Yeah,
don't realize that
but I
this
think
can
that
have.
recently for my client, what happened was like
Yeah.
just a concerning. They just put out a notice outside a home, like
Yeah.
they're moving out and putting up personal items for a sale. Within a couple of hours, when they went out, there was
Wow.
thefts in the house. Like,
That is
so
crazy,
be
right?
careful what you're doing, and listeners out there.
Yeah.
And if you have anything to share, you can give us a
Yes.
call. Like myself, Nagaraj, and I am talking to Vijay Lakshmi on the Bay Area real estate, but we wanted to touch upon the basically smash and grab incidents, what's happening. And this is very concerning in the Bay Area. So
Yeah.
we wanted to give you our valuable tips so that everybody can be safe.
Very good tips right there. And if you have thoughts, yeah, around this, like Nagraj is saying, give us a call 408-912-5038. And of course, Nagraj Anaya is the founder of nagrajhomes.com. That's the first place you should go before you venture into anything that you're thinking about, whether it's buying a home, selling a home. He has got his finger on the pulse of the Bay Area market. He'll put his expertise to work for you, guide you through what you need to know to make the best possible decision in this space, which is going to be a big decision, right? It's one of the biggest
Yeah.
decisions that people make in their lifetime, in their life cycle, you would say. So, be sure to check out nagrajhomes.com if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to Nagraj's YouTube channel. Yes, that's Nagraj Anaya YouTube channel, where this show will also be featuring soon. That's where Nagraj is very prolific in social media as well. Every week he's got, YouTube videos for you, Instagram reels as well, right, Nagraj? To
Yeah.
tell you what's going on. So you don't have to wait from Sunday to Sunday. Through the week, Nagraj is on it to make sure you go into this realm fully equipped. Yes, Nagraj.
So I think let's shift the gears now. I think, so
Too much of he's very unassuming. So
yeah.
408-912-5038 is the number. Let me leave that for you. Give us a call. We're waiting to hear you. And Nagraj, I also want to mention, while I'm at it, I want to mention that on nagrajhomes.com, you've created an excellent real estate guide, right? Walking
Yeah.
people through that home buying, selling process step by step
It's a
for
wonderful book.
folks.
If somebody has not
Yes.
downloaded, do download it. It's a free of cost. Go and
Yeah.
download the Nagraj in the nagrajhome.com. It's a real estate guide. If you're a first time
Yes.
buyer, like you want to understand the steps involved in the home buying, and you're in a seller, you want to understand how it does,
Yeah.
right? Some of the terms on the home buying or selling. You want to understand, do download the real estate guide from nagrajhomes.com. It's a wonderful resource. And in the nagrajhomes.com is you also get basically listings. So you can basically want to subscribe for a daily updates. You can
Yeah.
always get in a subscribe for a new alerts, you can get it. And the second thing is like you want to know the instant value of your home.
Mm.
You get the real estate basically home value of there. It's easy to get it. It's just to give you a rough estimate. Don't think it as a final value. It doesn't consider how much the value of the upgrades have you done. It just gives you a rough estimate for you can to know that what's happening in the your neighborhood.
Yeah. Excellent resource. So make sure you check out nagrajhomes.com. That's Nagaraj homes.com. And we have Nagraj on air with us. As you see, give us a quick call if you want to get a word of advice, a word of which way to turn if you're contemplating that. If you've been watching the world go by and want to jump into the real estate market, this is the time to do so. So Nagraj, another thought that comes about is a lot of folks on the verge of, maybe retirement is a few years ahead, but they're like a little scared of that, right? So,
Yeah.
in fact, I want to put it out there for our listeners as well. When you're thinking about retirement, what is the scariest part about retirement for you? What is it that comes to mind? Give us a call 408-912-5038.
I think it's a great, one of the great questions. I was talking to one of the close friend of mine was retiring, and I went and asked him, dude, what's your scariest part to
Yeah.
retire? Okay. What he replied is, I'm most scared to stay at home and spending more time with my wife.
Oh my God, that's
I
so
think it's a joke.
sad.
It's a jokes apart, like so. I think there are a lot of things, especially right, like when you're retiring. Like one is this your income wise, what is your limited income you're going to,
Yeah.
and
Whether
the
your
second
income
is,
is going to last you through
yeah.
that
And
retirement.
the most worrying part is the medical or like
Mm,
the insurance what you are getting in is the whatever the current insurance you're getting it from the federal, right? Is it enough for you? On top of it, do you need to get an additional insurance for you? And let
yeah.
me explain you when you are doing it. Recently, I was trying to help out one client to sell a house, and the seller who was representing, right, the seller agent. He was
Mm,
helping out the seller. I mean,
yeah.
seller was like actually his parents.
Yeah.
Okay, that agent was like basically was telling he's more about like concerned, like helping out is their parents always during a retirement. Okay, especially in this country, don't expect your kids to spend more time with you or expect
Mm,
you to give you for expect them to give you some financial support. You are always an independent. You should make enough money or the enough planning during a retirement. Don't go just based on some financial plan and decide. Basically, you put some thought on that, what is better for you, for because each individuals have a different needs because of the different lifestyle. Okay, so don't compromise on that. Give a well thought about, like considering even including your houses, because as you get older you can't use a two floors.
mm,
You need to be using a single floor. And
right.
when you retire, that is very important. Like we last week we had discussed about one of the city on the Elk Grove. How is the Elk
Practical,
Grove?
practical,
Yeah.
ideas that you have to think of, what you're
Yeah,
going to
think
need.
about
And
it. Talk to your nearest neighborhood circle, the nearest friend circles, and what they have done, and
yeah.
understand based on your home needs. Okay, and if you already have a three, four homes and you want to sell off them for a couple of them, always reach out to me. Get some, because I give you not based on the things. Basically, I give you based on your needs so that
Yeah.
you can plan for it. One might be your rental income. Consider making a rental income that so that can be your income during your retirement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is like assets also. A lot of people would have bought 10 years, 15 years back. So that's a good asset which they have made.
Yeah.
And always
Mm-hmm.
consider duplex, triplex, which always fetches your rent, more rents on that. Listeners, if you want to share something about your retirement and what is your scariest part, also you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. And we are discussing about the retirement stuff. If you want to share something, you can give us a call. So that's why we should be very well planned. Think about it, because you should plan doing it from the last 10 years, means basically 10 years before or 15 years before. So that way your retirements are, you can
Yeah.
spend with a less
Right.
worrying. I would put it in a less worrying. Okay, don't be worried about staying with your wife, but worry about financial stuff. So that way, because financials, especially in the US, needs to be well thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
And after the, I think one age you need to be staying away from the homes also, right, Vijay Lakshmi?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because once you can't take care, maybe you can't stay in the home itself. You need somebody to assisted living.
Right.
Okay.
Assisted
So
living and
assisted living is also is like what kind of assisted living you need, or you need an assistance on that. So think about that also.
yeah. A lot of people have that attachment to be in the home, but there may be a time that you have to
I think
move
that
out.
I think we should talk about this also. There's a lot of assisted livings do give the Indian support also, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
basically they have the Indian stuffs, like they have the Bollywood dancers, yoga, and
Yeah.
everything, and they give Indian food also. Check out on
They
that.
have that community. But also then there's the question of long-term care, right? Long-term insurance,
Yeah,
getting
of
that. I
course.
mean,
Check
that's
on
a
that
whole other.
insurance needs for yourself, and so that way you can plan your retirement life better. I just wanted
Mm.
to give you a few steps what I know
Yeah.
about retirement, so that you can do it.
Yeah, sow that seed so you can start thinking
Start thinking on that.
about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that way, start building your portfolios around. If you had only a stock, just try to diversify a portfolio. Think about one as a rental as your income. Think about your fixed deposits as your income, and the insurance part. How do you the extra insurance stuff you need to buy for it? How does it come for it?
mm. So
So talk.
actually, since you're talking about that, diversification again, and we're always touching upon that, investing in real estate is one of those
Yeah.
options of diversifying your portfolio, right? And along that, with that comes a little bit of commercial properties, right? I mean, that could be a way that you invest in commercial
I
properties.
think right now it's a good time to buy commercial properties, because the commercial properties, as the office spaces, some of the office spaces are empty. If somebody wants to buy something for themselves, it's because you can get it for a 20% down or 25% down.
Yeah.
There are SBA loan, like small business administrations, like basically they're giving you loans if you're doing already in a business. If you're not doing in a business, but if you want to buy something for your rental thing, make it a consistent rental stuff, right? You can always get into a hotels, buying in hotels for yourself. Gas
Mm.
stations, or the third thing is like basically independent kind of commercial properties for standalone buildings. Recently, one of my client had purchased for a 2 million, 3,000 square footage, 10,000 lot. The basically it fetches him.
Gas station.
No, it's not a gas station; it's an office space. Okay,
Okay.
so for him it fetches him the close to a 12,000 rent. So you can
Oh.
plan for it, and there are some motels available in even in a Stockton area, and some towards the Tracy. You can get hotels for a 3 million, 2 point. That's basically that one yearly income is around 500K or something. Okay, so, so
So would that mean that you would have to take charge of the entire
yeah,
hotel
you
and
can
all of
run,
the
yeah, because they already give you the existing hotels. So that way you can take it and you can start running by yourself. So I would suggest diversify your portfolios. Like maybe when you're trying to consider retirement, you have a couple of businesses running for yourself so that you can have the income coming towards for you.
That's an excellent
I would
idea to
see
get.
retirement is it means like you stop working regular
Yeah.
9 to 5, but you still can do a part-time job. That's what I would consider it. It is like part-time jobs means like basically doing the businesses around, right? Like
Mm.
that might be a better way to do it.
Right, right, right. So this gives you that option that you don't have to be.
Extra income coming towards for it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that way do plan for your retirements well, and I think we have a few more minutes, and on that time let me discuss about the four listings coming up. So one listing is like basically if somebody wants to consider a retirement, having a Gilroy, which is single floor, 3 bed, 4 bed, 2.5 bath, 2,700 square footage, 7,000 square footage, is a gated community. I think we were talking about the initially Vijayalakshmi, a lot of
Yeah.
people were concerned about the neighborhoods where is a lot of smash and grab. So in that cases, they can always consider the secured areas, or like basically gated communities. Evergreen has a lot of gated communities. Gilroy has a lot of gated communities. So consider that.
Mm.
So that might be safer for you guys also. So that's one is a Gilroy 4 bed, 2.5 bath, 2,700 square footage, 7,000 lot, around close to 1.3 million. The seller's initial expectations was too high. They've reduced the price right now is for 1.3 million. And the second one is like I have one listing coming up next week, 3 bed, 2.5 bath in a Fremont, close to 1,400 square footage, 7,000 square footage lot. It's Cabrillo Middle School. Like basically it is going to be listed around 1.35 or 1.3 million. It's going to coming live next week, and I have one more listing coming up in San Jose East. If somebody is considering as an investment rental options, it's a corner lot. It's going to be listed for a 1 million, close to a 1 million. It's a corner lot, close to 1,100 square footage, 1,100 square footage, and a 7,000 lot. And you have an option to add an ADU in the future. This is only for an investment. If somebody wants to get consider an investment option, this is a great fit for them in the San Jose East. And I have one more townhouse or a condo coming up in a Milipitas. It's a new condo, like two to 3 years old condo, and it is a 2 floor options is there available. And if somebody wants to know about more about that condo, that's going to be listed next month. I have 4 listings for 4 different needs.
Wow, you've covered actually all of those needs, take care of all that we've been talking about for this segment.
Yeah, all the 4 needs. And if somebody wants to sell, also always reach out to me. This is a 4th listing which has come up, and somebody wants to buy. And because, as I was telling you, as buying involves a lot of strategies. It's not, I think next week we should discuss about why the realtor is very important. A lot of people think about the commission wise, but they don't think about why they are needed. I've seen a lot of clients who has bought a properties 3 years, 4 years, and they come back and thank us now because we were able to help them to make that decision during that time, because they could not make that decision that time.
Yeah, because you are the subject matter expert for this, so you are going to add so much value to a client or anybody who comes to you for advice as well.
Right. Yes. So, listeners, if you have any questions, right, you can always go to nagarajhomes.com, click on WhatsApp icon, and you can easily connect with me. That's one of the best way. And second thing is go to Nagaraj Annaya's website, like Nagaraj Annaya on a YouTube channel, and subscribe for all the insights on the Bay Area real estate. And today we talked about very important is the safety, why the safety is very important in this Bay Area real estate. Always consider the home. That's why always when before you're buying a house, go to the crime report website, and see from the last 6 months, 1 year, what crime has happened in that area, so that it will help you out. Because there's always some small break-ins would happen, some acts, like basically some road rage might happen, but did somebody enter the house? That's a kind of a red alert when you're buying.
So focus on the crime as well when you're looking for the house in the area.
Crimemapping.com. There are a couple of websites available. Search for it. Go check for the 6 months to 1 year. And thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Nagraj. Excellent, insightful session, and looking forward to more. We are with you every Sunday, 12:30 to 1, and also on Fridays, 6:30 to 7 p.m. only on Bolly 92.3 FM. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful week ahead. This is Vijay Lakshmi. Namaskar.
Thank you so much.